Hey, just wanted to give a quick update on my project for a Raspberry Pi based tube amplifier music player for my soon to be 3-year-old daughter. Basically, the electronics are done. You can see that the challenge here is going to be packaging all this up and installing it in this little cabinet, but that should be done in time for Daniela's birthday in about 2 weeks. As you can see here, well, I'll just give a quick little demonstration. This is a little tube amp here. This tube over here on the left is the preamp tube. You have the power tubes down there on the left. These use sub-miniature vacuum tubes, which were kind of the last generation of vacuum tubes. They were used mostly by the military before they decided that transistors were in fact reliable enough for their missiles and whatnot. At any rate, this over here is a rotary encoder, and it will be installed right there. And then we have a volume pot, which will be installed right there. You can see if I crank the encoder, I can scroll through albums. And, when it comes time to give this to Daniela, I'll have to load it up with all of the music that she likes, which involves a lot of nursery rhymes these days. But in the meantime, we can listen to some music that I like. You hit play and has a nice natural sound, I think. You can use the volume pot to turn it down. Although why you'd want to do that, I don't know. And yeah, this is the amp part. The power supply is included on that board. Here is the Raspberry Pi with a breakout board from Adafruit on top that gives me access to the GPIO. Oh, you can hear we're picking up a little interference from the cell phone. This board over here is the circuitry for decoding the rotary encoder so we can get a count out of it so that the software can know which direction we're counting. It has a 4-bit output, which is on these 4 wires here, which goes into the GPIO on the Raspberry Pi. Here's our little output transformer. We have 2 power transformers. We have one for the high voltage, which is just really a line isolation transformer. It's a 1-to-1 ratio for the wall power. The advantage of using that over just plugging it straight into the wall is this thing can only pass so much current, so it's a little bit safer, a little bit less of a fire hazard. And this is 12 volts for the heaters and the TV screen. It was going to be also going to generate the 5 volts for the Raspberry Pi from that. That circuit turned out to work just fine for the digital stuff, but the audio output from this guy, this is a cheap little USB audio stick thing that's attached to the Raspberry Pi, it was just really noisy, so I ended up going with the standard Raspberry Pi wall wart to actually power the Pi. So I'll have to wedge that into the cabinet somehow too. You can see it's going to be a little bit of a challenge making it all fit, but I'm confident I'll make something work. And that's it. I think it sounds pretty good. I'm happy with the sound. It's the speaker is a 4-inch car speaker. It's like $35 for a pair or something like that, but it's actually a full range speaker. It has 3 concentric drivers. It's and sounds really good. Thank you very much, China. And that's it.